Good. What's up, dude?
All right, what's up, man?
All right. So, for today's question, we got at.
Ignore that. Just keep.
So we got asked today, what can guys and girls be friends? So let's start in like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
general sense.
I
All
think
right. So
yes, personally.
okay. So today I say yes, but if you would have
Yes.
asked me like in high school,
Hmm.
I would have, or like middle school, I don't. I think I would have said no.
Yeah. True.
I
I feel like
I
also
I would have
like
said no.
in high school and middle school, like you're stuck with them.
Mhm.
Like in each
I was
class.
very immature.
Uh huh. Uh
I was
huh. No,
I
just
was
kidding.
very immature at that time, and like it's normal. I think
Yeah.
like you're still young, you're immature,
Figuring
but
stuff
like
out.
you tend to, if they're not within your friend group,
Hmm.
uh, you tend to like not think that guys and girls can be friends, and the girls you like talk to is because you're interested in them,
True. True. And
or like you sit by them in class. If you have the
oh,
balls, you
one
sit next to them in class.
one is randomized seating. You pray to
Yeah,
God. You're just like.
yeah. Or when the teacher assigns groups, you're like, oh man, put me in the same group as her, please.
I have, dude. That's when the math calculations go in my
Dude,
head.
yeah, man. Dude, no guy, no straight male can say that like in high school they didn't hope they got paired with the girl they liked.
Yeah, at least because like it's like a good segue to like
Yeah.
talk
It's an easy way to ease yourself into the conversation with them.
without it being awkward.
Yeah. Without having the balls to just go up and say hi.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially if they're not in your friend group already.
yeah. But like if they're like in your friend group,
Hmm.
I think I was too nervous to talk to girls. So even if they were in my friend group, I wasn't really like friends with them.
That's true. Like, not as close.
Yeah, I was much closer with the guys in my high school group than I was with the girls.
Yeah.
The girls just knew like of me, but like
Right.
I would never like go out with them like one on one or like
It was
or anything
also
like that.
That's true. It was also harder to go out in high school though,
It was.
cause well, unless you drove, but I didn't
Yeah,
drive till I was 18, so I don't know.
that's okay, man.
So it depends, and like, but like once you like say I don't know. Okay, wait, a little bit off topic, but like say like you're talking with them and stuff, but
Hmm.
I think it's possible to just be friends, like in general, like even if it's
Hmm.
not a what do you call it, romantic sense, I guess.
Are you talking about in high school or today?
Oh,
Because today I completely
today.
agree with that statement.
That's true today. Yeah,
Yeah.
high
Today,
school.
high school. Go ahead.
High school maybe not as much. I don't know. I feel like high school had some weird like
We were all
vibes.
awkward in high school. We were all
Yeah,
awkward.
and especially like when a guy starts talking to a girl more, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shoot!"
Yeah, man.
They start shipping them already.
It's all it's real.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
if a guy's talking to a girl alone,
Hmm.
he got the balls to say hi.
Yeah,
So, but today, nowadays, like in college and then afterwards,
yeah.
I definitely think that it's guys and girls can be friends,
Hmm.
um, but there can't be any attraction
Yeah. Well,
between both parties.
now that I think about it, I had friends that were girls in high school, but nothing else. Like they were just friends. But
Okay.
it was a friend group. I don't know. It was interesting. I mean, some people shipped, you know, me with
But like,
someone
could you
or
go out with them one on one?
uh
Because like we went to a high school where there's like you could for lunchtime we would go out
okay,
to
only
the
one
eating
of them.
area.
Only one of them. But after
Okay.
that, people started shipping us
Uh-huh.
a little
It was
bit.
very immature time.
Yeah. And then I
Very
don't know if
immature.
that made it more awkward or not, but I didn't care personally. I don't know if it made it awkward for her.
Hmm.
But we were chill. But yeah,
Okay.
but that was like one out of I don't know, a lot.
Out of like
Like
10.
to go out one on one at least.
Uh-huh.
But like as a group, it was easier.
It was easy
Yeah,
because your attention wouldn't be on them. It would be like on the whole group.
it'd be mixed.
But
Yeah,
like if there was a girl in that group that you thought were attractive, you always had eyes for them.
true, true.
You just yeah, man. I'm just speaking facts.
And I don't even think it was a date, but I don't know. We just went out,
Okay, okay.
and like it was nice. I don't even know if it was as friends or I don't even know. High school was confusing, dude.
Dude, if a guy asks a girl to go, actually, nowadays I take that back because I have taken out like friends that are girls,
hmm
um, to like boba or something,
Completely
or
platonic.
yeah, completely platonic.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, if there's no attraction or feelings in between you two,
hmm
I think it's completely fine to be friends.
yeah.
But as soon as one person catches feelings, then it gets awkward.
It gets complicated.
It gets complicated. The friendship gets complicated because I don't think that people uh, are able to keep that in.
Yeah, well, in
It's
my
gonna slip out.
in my opinion, it's better to say it because then
Hmm.
you get it straight, like you,
Yeah,
and
you
then
get it off your
you
chest.
know where you stand,
Uh
kind of
huh.
thing. But it gets a little weird. You don't know what happens after.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's gonna come out, especially if like you caught feelings hard.
Yeah,
It's
unless
gonna come out.
you really are scared to say it, like really
Uh huh.
scared, you know.
If you're really chicken shit, it's yeah, it's gonna slip out. There's gonna be a time where like y'all are out and y'all are gonna be alone,
hmm
and it's in your mind that you're like, dude, I gotta get this off my chest. So like
Yeah,
you guys pull her to the side and you're just like, look, I just gotta tell you that I caught feelings or whatever.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
But so that goes into like something else. Like if you guys were friends
Yeah.
and someone caught feelings,
hmm
there's bound to be there one of two things can happen. You guys can either like joke about it, she'll say no, and then you guys go back,
Yeah.
or you guys don't talk after that.
I think, at least from what I've heard and some personal experience, like
Uh,
I think like the longer the friendship is, and
oh, the
then
harder it is to go
yeah,
back. Oh, yeah.
like in a certain way, because like that whole time, I guess both of you guys thought you were friends.
Hmm.
And when I say long, I mean years.
Okay.
Like then
No
it
names will be mentioned.
but I don't want to explain my case too much. But
Just give us the general
uh,
senses.
mine was, say, friends for a long time, but it was
Hmm.
more recent that I caught the feelings rather than
Okay.
like it wasn't like freaking the whole
You held it in
the
for 3 years.
no, I didn't hold it in for like 3 to freaking 5 years. It was just like more of a recent thing. Like I was like,
Uh,
maybe, right?
maybe we could work.
Yeah,
Oh
kind of
man,
thing.
dude,
I don't know.
that's
And
that's
then
awful.
it ends up no, and you're just like, well,
Yeah. The longer the friendship is, and then someone catches feelings, and then the confession comes out,
Mhm.
I think it's harder to go back as friends,
Yeah,
uh,
but
because then they're like, "I've known you for so long,
yeah,
that we can't."
yeah. I personally would not be able to hold that in for that many.
Yeah,
I would
it's
that would be hurting myself if I did that.
it gets messy. It's
Yeah,
the confession will come out.
yeah.
Um,
Like yeah, but it all depends. I've had an well, the asking out part. It what do you call it? I've had one interaction where it was like they actually said I feel even like closer to you or like I understand you more.
what?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
interesting.
that's the negative positive
Yeah,
still being a positive.
yeah.
That doesn't work, man. Not
It's
according
it's.
to the rules of
I was like,
negativity,
it
whatever.
wasn't a yes, but
Uh
we were still friends after.
okay.
Like everything was fine.
You
I mean,
gotta
we took
cut
a
the
break.
cord.
Like we took like a small like gap of like not talking at all.
Okay.
and I said it was like, I think about summer breaks worth like
Mm,
time, and then after, um, we just ended up hitting each other up again, and it was fine. Like we talk like
okay.
normal, like
That's a success story, man.
yeah, she wasn't awkward about it. I wasn't either.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh man.
And she's
It's
fine, like giving hugs, like how we used to. It's like I don't know.
really
Yeah,
dang. That's a success story, man.
yeah,
So it is possible to be friends depending. It depends on the length of friendship. It depends on the people.
hmm,
Um, I think it also depends on the rejection. If
true.
it's like a cold hard rejection, and it depends how the person takes it.
Yeah,
Like if they take it to heart and they're like, "Oh man, I don't want to do this anymore." Then like I don't think you guys can go back. But if you
hmm,
just like laugh it off, be adults about it, it it can work out.
yeah. It,
It has
but
50, it's 50-50 shot.
yeah, but if one keeps the feelings after, then I would say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
there can't be any feelings involved.
either take a really long break
Uh,
and then meet up again after and see, and if they
mm,
kind of decide there, like, can you still be friends? Or if this
mm,
is like, or if you're gonna catch feelings again, then that's a no.
uh-huh.
Because if you do
It
catch feelings, then it
it
causes more
helps.
problems.
Uh-huh. It helps if both parties get an SO, and then
Oh
you guys
yeah,
can go back to being friends, because then you know the feelings are somewhere else.
yeah, but don't ever
But
tell
the
your
problem with
SO.
that, yeah, don't tell them that you fell for her. But
Yeah,
the problem is that like feelings can reignite, man.
yeah, but make sure you guys
I've
are like for sure
had that.
friends, not
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah. Don't. All right, dude, maybe we're telling them like don't hide it,
Yeah,
but you could just say that we were friends before. Creatively tell the
yeah,
truth.
but it I wouldn't say like right off the bat, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't introduce her as
oh,
like,
it's
oh
like
yeah, this is a girl that I was into.
this is the
Don't
girl
say
I
that.
asked out before.
Yeah, yeah. Say this is my friend.
I
You
think that's
know,
dangerous to
so and
say
so.
because then
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
start
You're
getting
gonna get yourself in
defensive.
trouble, dude.
They're gonna get because then they're not gonna trust you, or like have trust issues because like it's a normal thing. Like
Hmm.
you're like, oh shoot, competition. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
it but some people can deal with it, some people can't. But I feel like majority of people would at least worry about it in the back of their head.
yeah. Uh huh. So I guess the tier above that is if you guys choose to go out on a date
Hmm,
and like you go on a date, maybe a few dates,
hmm.
and you guys are like, man, this isn't gonna work. Can you keep that person as a friend? I don't have
I
any success stories for that, man. I feel like the the success rate
I
is
think
just going down.
I think if shoot, I don't know. Okay, I think
It's hard.
if you guys can genuinely agree, and I think also if you like see each other very often, maybe it has a
Hmm.
higher chance because if you see each other often, like at work, school, I don't know, then
Hmm.
it kind of ends up happening
Okay.
unless they forcibly try to avoid you. Then you know,
Terrible.
you just know flat out like this doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah. So my case with that story was that it was a coworker.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give advice right now. Don't bring relationships into the work life.
Okay, okay.
That's one of my new rules
Hmm.
for myself.
Yeah.
But so we saw each other at work.
Hmm.
We decided to go out on like 2 or 3 dates,
Yeah.
and we both agreed that it wasn't going to go farther than that.
Hmm.
So there was no intimacy or anything. It was just like eating, getting to know each other, the classic dates.
Right.
And after we broke it off, man, we just stopped talking to each other.
Yeah.
Even though before that, like we talked a lot and we
Hmm.
texted a bit, but it just never went back to how it was.
Yeah.
So can it work? Ye-
Yes.
I'm not gonna say it can't,
Chances
but
are,
chances are slim.
I think in general, like the chances are slim.
Hmm.
It really has to be super mutual.
Hmm. So I guess to the question, yes, you can go back to being friends,
Hmm.
and things can go back to the way it was, but it
Right.
definitely depends on the people,
Hmm.
the individuals, and are they mature enough to go back to being friends?
Yeah.
But she also lied to me. She was like, if this doesn't work out, we can always go back to being friends. I was like, cool. So like, let's go out, let's go watch a movie. We went to dinner,
Just have it be
and
natural.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was just awesome. But we were like, you know what? We don't want a relationship
It's
with the other person, so let's go back to being friends.
yeah.
Never went back to being friends,
It's
man.
easier said than done. I feel like
Yeah.
in your
Yeah,
head,
people overestimate how easy or how hard it is. No, wait, how easy it is to go back
yeah,
to being
like
friends.
in your head, you're like, this could go back to
It's so
normal.
easy. Just
But then you
rewind.
see each other all of a sudden, you're like, oh crap.
Oh,
You're like,
this
this
is
is
awkward.
weird. This is a little
Yeah.
weird. It's so. I think maybe the break is necessary.
Yeah, the break is definitely going to happen. Um,
Unless the work thing, then you see each other like often. So
yeah.
it kind of it gets a little weird, complicated.
Luckily, she worked in a different building.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we never went back to being friends.
Oh
It
yeah.
sucked because she was like a really cool person,
Hmm.
and like we would tell each other everything, but like especially like work gossip. Yeah, it's nice to have that work gossip
Yeah, yeah.
person, but never went back.
Ah, dang.
So the next step above that is can two people get into a relationship, break up, and remain friends?
That's the hardest one. I think we agree on
That's
that.
that's the lowest success rate. I don't know any that
Okay.
have successfully broken up and
y-
gotten back together as friends.
Yeah. So, friends as in like they can talk, or friends as in like they can tolerate each other. Acquaintances, you
There,
know, like what level? Like,
I don't think toleration counts as
okay,
friendships.
acquaintance is
Like
that?
I tolerate that person.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a friend. Um,
makes sense. I'm just
I
trying to
guess
figure out
like
what level of like friendship we were talking about. Maybe minimum. Like, is acquaintance the minimum,
man,
or like
I think like
friends
you're able to talk
like you used
without it
to?
being awkward.
Okay, yeah, but not
I
like it can't be. Or well, this is for the minimum. Like, it
mm,
won't be like talk like you used to at all. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I don't think it can ever go back. To be honest,
Like perfect. It's not gonna be
yeah,
perfectly the same.
yeah, I don't think it can. It's
You might get those awkward silences. I don't know. Like,
it's hard because then you're gonna be like, why is this person talking to me? It depends how the relationship ended. First of all,
yeah.
like how long the relationship was. If it was a long period, like 10 years or something,
Hmm.
and you break up, I don't think you can go back to being friends. I'm sorry. But if it
Yeah.
was like 10 weeks, 10 months or something,
Yeah.
and you guys are just like, you know what, this didn't work out, break it off, give each other a couple weeks, months, maybe a year, and then come back together, I think it can work. But
It's weird. Do you think the longer of a relationship is, you would
hmm
be more likely to be friends because you know each other so much?
hmm
But then I feel like that's even worse. I don't know. Like,
I I
I don't
don't
know if
know,
that's just me
man.
personally, but
I don't know any success stories. If I
me.
knew a success story,
Hmm.
I could say yes to this question,
Hmm.
or yes to this scenario, but I gotta say no, man. I don't.
Yeah.
I gotta
It.
say no.
I think generally, overall,
hmm
it's more of a no because I think one person will have feelings.
Yeah, cause like I don't know, cause if both people wanted to break up,
Yeah.
they just it's no.
Yeah.
It's no and no. I don't want to be friends.
Yeah.
But if like one person wanted to break up and broke it off, this person still has feelings,
Yeah. But then
and
if it's
then
like there's no such thing
yeah.
as a yes and yes
Yeah,
because
there's no like I have feelings, I have feelings, we're not right for each other, break up. I haven't I don't know of that scenario.
yeah.
I feel like to break up, one person has to be missing something
Hmm.
that makes them unhappy.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen a happy breakup.
Like, yeah, like it's never, or I haven't seen anything that like gone perfectly back to normal.
hmm
Like before they were even
Uh,
together, kind of thing.
I've seen like mutual breakups,
Yeah.
like like, yeah, we're not right for each other, but like a friendly breakup. Like, yeah, let's,
Yeah.
I let's go talk to other people.
I think generally like
Oh,
in the adult way, without if there's no bad blood between the two, is like they respect each other's decision,
mm,
but it doesn't mean they're friends.
yeah. You know what else it messes up
Hmm.
is future relationships.
In
Like
like what way?
if you break up, you go back to friends and you meet another person
Oh.
and then you introduce her to your friends
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, who's she? Oh, she's a friend we used to be together."
Do not
It
say
it
X.
doesn't it doesn't work out like that, man.
That's when everyone will get defensive, whichever
Yeah, like
way.
why are you talking to her?
Yeah. And you're just like, I'm just friends, but it
Yeah,
doesn't sound right. Like
yeah.
that's you have to really trust the person to do that.
I haven't met a girl that um that like the guy has a girl
Hmm.
friend or a friend girl
Yeah,
and just like this is my friend. I feel like
yeah.
every girl gets sus.
They get a little worried somewhere in the
They
back
get
of
a
their
little
head,
sus.
probably.
Yeah.
Like even if they
Sometimes
don't
they
show it.
create scenarios in their head.
Yeah,
I definitely don't think that you should be going out alone with this person unless like you got major like trust. Like I know like major like I
yeah.
know he's they're not gonna do anything.
Hmm.
But man, it's got to be rough.
Like if I was say dating someone, and then I had a girl best friend, I'm pretty sure the person I was dating would be like, wait a second,
Sus.
like,
Suspicious.
no, I don't think I'll let you go out alone with that person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even like texting them, I feel like they get sussed. I I see
I
it
think
though.
I think
I see it
well,
though.
I can understand. I mean, it goes vice versa. Like
Yeah, yeah. I
if the
understand.
girl had a guy best friend,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
would be questioning a
You'd
little,
be a little sus.
like at least a little bit at the smallest
Mhm.
amount. Like there's something in your head that's probably like, hmm.
Yeah.
Call-
If they were not a straight person,
oh,
then it's like okay.
that's true. If
But
it's a
if they were straight, it's and like that's just how it is. I wish like a part of
this
me wishes I wasn't like that, but I think it's like human nature
it's a bit of protectiveness,
to be a little sus.
but I don't know. It it
Yeah,
it comes down to trust, and that's like really hard.
yeah. But that we deviated a little bit,
Yeah.
but it was kind of related.
I mean, it's still technically on topic,
Hmm.
but yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah, I
back to the friend.
think
It
yeah, it's rough, man.
the no is
It's
like
a hard one to
99%.
answer. It's a hard one to answer. I want to say that no.
There's like
Oh,
a
this
1% of people that are like, I've been friends, and you're like, wait.
yeah, 95 out of 100 times you can't go back to being friends.
Yeah.
Um, but there is a slim chance that like that you guys just naturally go back to being friends. Maybe you guys just worked out better as friends.
Uh,
Um,
I have seen that happen,
okay.
but it only happened like once. That was the one time I saw, like,
So one
but
out
they
of
didn't even. But it wasn't like they weren't in a relationship for a long time though.
okay.
It was like it was maybe I don't know as much, but maybe they were like, let's try it,
Okay.
and then they did. They're like, actually, friends is better, and then they actually stick to it.
They stuck to that decision.
Yeah,
That's very mature, man.
yeah. It's
I have no success
complicated.
stories. It's a very complicated situation. But in the general sense,
I think it's
guys and
more
girls can be friends.
yes.
I think it's important to have friends of
That
the
are
opposite gender.
honestly they teach you a lot of things sometimes.
Yeah, they help you decide
Oh, true.
if a girl is good for you.
Oh,
I think
true.
that's one of the biggest benefits that I've encountered now is that like I can talk to like my girl best friends
Yeah.
and just be like, "Yo, you think this chick is like pretty?" Of course they're gonna say like no, whatever.
And then you start
But yeah,
you
and
start
you just start
explaining
describing all the
things.
good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, "You think she'll be good for me?" and then they'll like give their input.
They're like,
They'll actually come together.
yeah,
You'll make friends out of like your best girlfriends,
that's true.
and they'll come together and make a uniform decision on whether she's good for you.
Yeah.
So that's a really big benefit. I like seeing the opposite gender's point of view
Hmm.
on things.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's easier to be more emotional with girls. Like you can talk about your emotions more with girls. Like with
Yeah.
guys, like us and the bros, we're more just like, damn man, shit happens.
Yeah. Occasionally
But like
we will
with
have
a
our
girl,
talks, but like I feel
with a
like
girl, it's different, man.
you can do it more often. I don't know.
You get
Well,
deeper. They get more. You get more emotional support.
that's true. I've told my friends that are girls, I'm like, why we always talk about deep stuff?
Oh,
And they're like,
and
yeah, we should
girls love
chill.
it, man. They
Yeah.
love talking about feelings, even if it's not their own.
It's a
They
society
love
thing,
talking
dude.
about it.
Like guys talk about their feelings less overall. I'm not saying
Mhm.
all guys, but like overall, I feel like guys are supposed to hide their emotions more compared to girls.
Mhm.
So
Supposed to be more macho.
yeah.
But yeah, talking to girls is awesome.
So having
Talk to
girlfriends, it's good.
yeah, yeah. Talk to a lot of girls, make friends with a lot of girls,
Yep.
and talk to pretty girls or girls
True.
you find attractive. I
True.
feel like you should do that to get experience in just talking to girls.
Yeah.
Talking to pretty girls,
That's
it'll help you with
true.
your nerves. And if you like, you guys become friends,
Cool.
then yeah, it's awesome. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome having pretty friend girls.
Yeah.
And major benefit, dudes. If you didn't know, pretty girls have pretty friends,
Oh, dude. And
and
if they're
they will hook you up.
it's so funny. Like they will be like, I have a friend.
Yeah. Pretty girls are pretty friends,
uh,
and then the best case scenario is that one of those pretty friends tells the girl, "You're like, hey, I think your friend's kind of cute." Then you
hmm.
got the connection.
Yeah,
You got
true.
the bridge. Someone to bridge the connection for you.
Because it's like they trust their girlfriends, like
Oh, definitely,
thoughts. So
definitely.
yeah, just like
Yeah, the
how we're
guard
saying
goes
like we
down.
trust them. So
The guard goes down when there's mutual friends.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's the census from
The
this.
overall census, yes, it is possible.
Yes, it's possible. Make friends with
Yes,
guys and girls.
yes, whichever side you are
Yeah,
on.
make friends with pretty girls,
Hmm.
and the pretty girl has pretty friends.
For guys, at least. I don't know
That's
for if a girl's trying to befriend a guy. I don't know if it's the same way,
hmm
or it's not. It doesn't go the same way all the time.
a lot of the relationships that I know, they knew a mutual person.
That's true.
A lot of the relationships I know.
That happens a lot. Like introduced.
Yeah. Or you can be like, who's that in your Instagram picture? Well, that's
Yeah,
my friend, blah, 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 blah. Is she
yeah.
single? Is he single? You're like, yeah. And then your friend mentions it.
Mm,
And then
yeah.
you're like, oh, can you introduce me? Damn.
Sure.
Golden. The golden ticket.
Right. It it's a very helpful thing.
Yeah. Make friends, people.
Yeah. Helps a
Sweet,
lot.
dude.
All right.
If you guys have any questions that you want us to answer, feel free to leave a comment below.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like,
the
subscribe.
Broskis will answer it. Like, comment, subscribe,
Hey.
and watch all the previous videos.
Yep. All
Cool.
right. Later.
See you, dudes.